how are you? I'm good. My name is Uthando Ngunezi, for those of you who do not know me, and for the returners, welcome back to the channel, you guys. By the way, the new subscribers, ngiyanibona, and thank you so much to everyone for the continued support. Today I will be doing a story time. Now you guys know my story times are so long, but yeah, I'm gonna try to keep this one a bit short. But yes, I will be doing a story time on my first year of work, the highlights and the low blows. Okay, so I've decided to call this my story time for my first year in real work. Now I call it my first year in real work because I've never really worked. I've interned and I've done an in-service trainee before. So on the 15th of April 2019, I started my first real job at a certain department. I will not mention my employer. It is at a certain department in KZN. And so yeah, on the 15th of April I started in 2019, and then it was shooty a full year on the 15th of April in 2020. So I remember applying for this job. In fact, when I got the advert from obviously multiple people, I was like, God, please, write my name on this one. And I remember when they called for the interview, I was in the bathtub at home, and then my phone rang, and my daughter was in my mother's room where my phone was charging, and she kept saying, "Yeah, Kali phone, yabo," and we didn't notice until I was like, okay, did she just say "Yeah, Kali phone"? And so I jumped out without even wiping myself. I jumped out, and literally, you guys, I met her halfway coming to give me my phone. That's how the stars were aligned, and they were calling for the second time. And so I picked up, and yes, it was a call. I was invited to the interview, and so I went to the interview. That was good stuff, pretty much. And then I remember the day that they called me. I was at home. In fact, I had given up, and I was busy asking friends that I'd gone to the interview with, how, guys, has anyone been hired for the job or whatnot, because the time that they said they'd call us after had passed. And I remember I was just sitting lazing around when my phone rang, and I'm like, okay, and it's an 033 number. I picked up. Yo, zange ngaminga that way, okay? And the tone of the guy that called me was so deceiving. I don't know why they do that. Okay, so this guy is just Itoniake is just unsuccessful candidate type of tone. And then he says, actually, you got the job. I'm like, I got the job? Okay, I didn't laugh. I got the job. And he's like, yes, you got the job. Like, oh, okay, when do I start? And then he's like, no, you call your manager, I'll give you his contacts. And yeah, and then he told me the entire logistics around, signing of papers and all that. So yeah, that was me getting the job, you guys, and I'm so grateful to God about that job. So again, now job starts, and it's a whole year, and a lot can happen in a year, you guys. So these are my low blows. So number one, you guys need to understand that I only received my license the previous year while I was doing my internship. And after that, I never got access to any car to drive any car, okay? And I wasn't going to disclose this information, of course. If they say, can you drive, I'm gonna say yes. Yeah, Okay, fine. And then comes the first time that I have to, you know, lease a car for a meeting. Hi, Miguel leases the car, and then for some odd reason, that particular day I had to fetch the car, because usually they bring the car from the airport to work. Now I had to fetch the car, and so my other colleague went with me to fetch the car, and along the way it was just such a messy thing, you guys. Okay, but right when I got into the office, I hit the car. Okay, I hit the car, and to make things worse, I just assumed it's okay. I hit the car, but it's not that bad. It's just, you know, a scratch and a fallen bumper. I can manage to go to the meeting. So I was just like, colleague, let's go to the meeting. And so my colleague and I went to the meeting. We came back, and then only then we told you know, our administrative person that, listen, we hit the car. And she's like, okay, I'll arrange for you what you need to do and whatnot. Okay, so that was low blow number one, guys. I hit the car, and it was my first time being given the car, and I hit it, and I had to do an accident report, and I was known as the girl who hit the car for like a couple of months. Okay. And then I'm not even trying to laugh, you guys, because this thing is serious, but I will not disclose the entire story because it has implications. But at some point within this year, I was told to appreciate my bread and butter. So you guys can imagine that that was not a good situation, that it got to a point where I had to be told that I had to appreciate this job. Okay, so that was low blow number two. Okay, and then, you know, when they say, have you guys seen that meme that says like this one guy is just saying, I'm so happy for my girlfriend, she finally got the job that matches her qualification and whatnot. And then another guy replies and says, well done, next level niggas, take it from here. Guys, that was me. Okay, I broke up with my boyfriend, and I'm mentioning it because it's highly attached to my job. I broke up with my boyfriend, who I was with for about 2 years, because of next level niggas. Yeah, got the next level niggas, guys. I'll do a story time on next level niggas. You. What I can just tell you is, don't leave your boyfriend that you were sogoling with, that you were with for nje fantuka af, for next level niggas, because you just don't want to do it. Okay, thank you. So yeah, guys, those are basically my 3 low blows that I had in my first year of work. Okay, now that we are done with the low blows, I think we are ready to go on to the highlights. And of course, there's gotta be more highlights than the low blows, so yeah, you guys just listen. Okay, firstly, my biggest highlight was just like, you know, at first meeting such warm people. Oh my goodness, you guys, can I just tell you, ukuthi angibikelwa mina mangivuka ekseni ngemsebenzini, angibikelwa, because the people that I find there are just so warm, they're so welcoming, they're willing to teach, they are willing to help. Nje, they, you know, as I mentioned before, that they were even the PSC for the starting of this channel. Those guys are just good people. And I have to mention specifically Walter, guys. Walter, I'm going to make Walter watch this video. So Walter, guys, is my boss. And Walter, after that incident of me hitting the car, my boss okay, the big boss didn't want me to drive anymore. Okay, and plus I didn't purchase a car after that, so he couldn't, like, you know, have reference of me driving and how I drive and whatnot. So like literally Walter took the onus, yabo? He took the responsibility upon himself to literally drive me around without like complaining. You know, he would say that I think you should start driving now. How's your driving now? Are you getting better? Are you practicing? Whatnot? I think you should speak to the big boss to allow you to drive now. You know, he'd say those kind of things that implicate that he's not planning to do this forever, but he literally helped me. And you could see, you know, when somebody's trying to help you and they just, you know, can't wait to stop. Walter helped me, and he didn't even have that notion with him. He was just like, you know, literally Walter saved my performance assessment, guys. Otherwise I don't know what I would do. Okay, Walter came through. Thank you so much, Walter. Okay, so yeah, that I met the most wonderful people. That office is just like, we even call big boss ubaba, guys. That's how family like we are. So Jay, I really love that part. And then of course this is the highlight. My second highlight was earning adulting money. Okay, yes, it's, guys, it's nice having your own money, your adulting money. But the only, you know, sad thing about it is that you just can't call people anymore and tell them, Nyasho Dalana, can you guys please give me like an extra 200 rands? Yabo, there's none of that anymore. So but other than that, yeah, medical aid, once it's money, there's rent, there's whatever, but adulting money is good money. You know, you have power over it, and then you start helping out at home, you know, those mothers that like money like mine. Yeah, so but it's nice, it's just the only thing that you can't ask money from anyone, unless of course you have a boyfriend that gives you money, then you're lucky. But other than that, it's your money, it's adulting money. You see what you have to do with it. That's really a highlight for me. And then another highlight was finally living alone, like alone, and not like in my own room in a commune or like alone. I own the kitchen, I own the bathroom, I own the sitting area. I can decorate however I want, I can be messy however I want, which is actually the norm in this house. You know, I can just do anything. I can walk around naked. When I have to go to the toilet, I'm not thinking, oh, maybe somebody else is there. If something is dirty, I made it dirty, so I can clean up. It's guys, I don't know why some people don't like this, but living alone is nice. The only time it's not nice is when you're sick. Okay, but other than that, I really enjoy living alone, and I have to enjoy it like to the fullest, because my baby's growing up, and at some point I'm gonna have to live with her, and if I live with her, I'm definitely living with a nanny. So I'm enjoying this time. It's my time. Woo! And then the other highlight, guys, was hotels. Woo! I love being in hotel rooms, I won't lie. I didn't grow up going in and out of hotel rooms. I did go to a hotel room, you know, my parents did once take me to hotel rooms. Okay, yes, but I enjoy hotel rooms, especially if I'm not paying, you know, and you know, somebody else is paying for it. Okay, and then guys, this one time we went to Ghost Mountain Inn in Umkhuze. Guys, the brownies that they serve at that place goodness, till this day I can still remember the taste of those brownies. Okay, I have a sweet tooth, for those of you who don't know. Guys, those brownies, the best brownies I've ever tasted in my life. I will forever remember that place for those brownies. But yeah, waking up at a hotel room, not making a bed, I like hotels. Okay, and then another highlight was like seeing places for the first time. Okay, I saw Kokstad for the first time, and Kokstad was such a surprise, you guys. It feels so peaceful, and but yet it was more developed than I assumed in my head. I don't know why, but I honestly thought, oh, Kokstad is actually not that bad, and it's a really nice place. It was beautiful. Even the way going there is just like, guys, it's peaceful, tranquility. I don't even know if that's the right word, but yeah, it was beautiful. We also went to Mbazwana. Mbazwana was also really nice. We got to see Lake Sibaya. I think that's what it's called. But apparently when you fly over the lake, like, you can see all the species inside, and it's just like, it's transparent waters and you can just see everything, and it was huge. I was a bit scared because I don't like places like that. I don't like nature, by the way. You want to take me out, you don't take me out to nature. I don't like nature, but that was just like, oh wow, really. And the people were speaking so passionately about it, the people from the traditional council there, and it was just like, and then after that we got invited to the king of that clan homestead, and we were like treated like, cool, guys. But that day was a lot. Like, I just wanted to sleep at the end of it, but when I look back, it was like, a really nice place to go to. And then we also saw the king's palace, the king of the Zulus, and where they do Umkhosi Womhlanga. Yeah, that was like really a nice place to see as well. Yeah, basically that's it. We saw that, and then yeah, I enjoy the traveling part of my job. Like, I won't even lie, I really do. Finally, something that's attached to the work. Okay, I also enjoyed gaining experience, especially from PSC meetings, which are project steering committee meetings, and from planners forums. Those are like the places where I learn the most, like, literally, because it's so easy to grasp it's so easy to grasp the knowledge, because people are like, talking to each other, and it's like in real life terms, the problems that they are encountering at the time, and it's just so helpful to sort of grasp the knowledge, and to learn about the workspace that you're in and the complexities of the profession as a whole. I really enjoyed that part. So my next highlights okay, was a conference that was hosted by Salga. So it was a conference on planning, and all the people in the affected by planning were invited. And so it was a huge conference, and especially like very experienced planners were there. And so I got the opportunity to go somehow, and then I went. So I'd been itching to speak, but I was just like, girl, usamngane, you are still new, relax. You have nothing to contribute but everything to learn. Okay. And then it came a point where they spoke about the relevance of what you learn from school to what you actually do at work. And I was like, okay, this is where I can contribute. I mean, I'm literally like fresh from school. I can tell you guys whether you guys are speaking the truth or not. And so I raised my hand and I was given the chance to speak, and I made about 4 points. And guys, were people not impressed? Okay, so people were like really liked what I had to say. And even during lunch, you guys see, they were just like, oh, okay, who are you, yabo? Nani and Jay, they really were like, you know, we really liked what you had to say. We really like the way you think. Some people were even like, I'd like to work with you on something, yabo. So you guys should never shy from speaking in conferences or asking questions or contributing. And I didn't even know that because of that whole thing, he's wasn't telling the shady, guys. So I got us a shady there. I'll do a story time on that. But it all stemmed from the fact that they liked what I had to say, basically. So yeah, like that part was just like, yo, people, you know, everyone was looking at me like, who's this girl? So yeah, I really enjoyed that part. And another highlight was the fact that I got an opportunity to study through funding of the department. Right now, as I am studying through funding of the department, and that was a great opportunity for me. I was like, okay, girl, if you are going to be here and you're only going to be here for 3 years, you have to extract literally everything you can get from here. So when there was an opportunity for, you know, a bursary, and it included people who are on contracts, I was like, I'm going for that one. And I took that chance, and I got the bursary, and that was a huge highlight. For the first time in my life, I'm studying through funding. I've always been self-funded. Well, that is my parents, they pay the shimula. So yeah, guys, that's the thing about, you know, getting a job or getting into an organization. There are so many other things that you are exposed to that you need to literally, you know, take advantage of. So I took advantage of that opportunity, and hopefully I pass, because if I don't, I must pay back the money, which is not nice. Last but not least, you guys, certainly not least but last, there was advanced management training. Okay, so a colleague of mine got approached by the department's HRD, which is like human resource development, and for a course, and she was like, no ma'am, nothing, I can't, I won't. Okay, and so they told her that somebody from the section has to do the course, and so she recommended that I do the course, and she gave me, you know, the information on the course. But it wasn't really the information, it was just like an email, forward an email, and would you be interested and whatnot. And so I was like on that whole tip of I have got to make advantage of every opportunity that I get while I'm still here. And guys, Mina, I thought it was like trading, like, you know, where you go and you eat and you listen and you stay on your phone and then you listen again and then you go home. Got it, guys? It's a whole full 3-month course with a portfolio of evidence this thick at the end. I was just like, what did I just get myself into? Okay, but to my surprise, the content was like really helpful in terms of understanding how organizations in general work. Nje sengabi manager mina, guys, sengabi manager how sengabi you. Okay, I'm joking, but you know, I got a lot of information of how things work, how it trickles down and it gets to you, and plus we had to use our department as an example. So I learned a lot, and I met again the most wonderful people. Imagine 20 odd people in their adult life established, and you put them together in one room and they all get along. Like, what are the chances? You know, we got along like so well. Like, literally when I see some of them, you know, I'll be like, You know, like that's how close we got. I never struggled with transport coming back. They'd offer me lifts, a different person every time. Yo guys, I like Jay. Even our lecturer, like I think he left there. When he left there, he knew me. I think if we were to meet at a mall, like that lecturer knows me. We had so much fun, you guys. We in class would literally be so competitive. We'd be in groups. We would, you know, be in proper class mode, and we were a very competitive group. So we would, when it was time for questions and answers, yo, we would ask like never before. And yeah, and so it was a good time. It was a good it was actually 3 weeks, but you had, you know, a period of like 3 to 4 months to submit your portfolio of evidence. And that 3 weeks was separated, like you had a 1 week in each month, so it was like 3 months. And I used to miss those guys when I didn't see them. I made such good relationships there. It was such a good time. I really enjoyed those people. So yeah, you guys, that's about it for today. That's all I have for today, and that was my story time of my first year of work. I am really grateful for that opportunity. I'm grateful for everyone who came through for me, and for everyone who was in that panel and chose me to be that candidate. I am so grateful to you guys. I really enjoyed, you know, the first year of work. And of course I didn't get to end it well because of COVID-19. I was just gonna be like, you know, girl, let's go and celebrate when you are adulting now. But it didn't happen. I didn't get that opportunity. But nonetheless, I am still grateful for everything I've been able to accomplish as a result of that job. Yeah. So thank you so much, you guys, for watching. I know the video is very long. It's the tendency of my story times. Apologies, but yeah, I hope I entertained you guys and my story was interesting to know. And it's also for archiving purposes. I want to see this in like 10 years to come. So yeah, thank you so much, you guys. Please like, comment and subscribe. Subscription is free, remember. It's just that my content will be prioritized when you go onto YouTube. Thank you so much once again, you guys. Toodles, bye.